Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Modesty. I hope you guys are doing well and you're having a good week. And today is part 2 of my decluttering series. Part 1 was, of course, the foundations. And if you haven't seen that, I will link it below. But if you're interested in seeing what decluttering my blush collection is like, please stay tuned. Okay, welcome back, my beautiful wildflowers. Are you guys ready? Well, today we'll be decluttering my blushes. And I really had to fight with myself to see how I'm going to do this because I do have quite a bit. Probably not as much as, some other people, but I do have some. And I didn't know if I should separate it by, just the affordable products and high-end and then to luxury, or do I just add them all together? And the thing is, when I was looking at blushes, I was thinking of highlighters with it. And so instead, I decided, you know what, I'm going to do all of the blushes together that I can find, because usually what happens is later on after I declutter them, I'm like, oh my God, where did these come from? So those you may see later, but I think I did a pretty good job this time with my blushes. So you'll see blushes this time, and next time you will see my highlighters because there's plenty in both categories in order for me to make a separate video so the video isn't too long, okay? And so let's get started, and I have a whole bucket full of stuff here, so I'm going to go through it, I guess one at a time, and show you what they are, if I'm going to keep them or if I am going to let it go. So if you have watched my foundation series, you would see that, I did keep or discard. And so you see running total of how that goes. But this is a lot of stuff here. So let me just put it down here and take it one thing at a time. And I'm going to reach in for the first thing here in no any specific order. And so the first thing I see is my Tarte Park Princess, okay? And this I've had for a while and it's barely used, unfortunately. And here it is. It is a very beautiful palette, and it is the Park Avenue, actually, Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. And I know they have other versions of this nowadays, but this is one that I received, I'm going to say a couple of years ago now, and probably used maybe once or twice. I can tell by the way the use. And then I kind of put it away and forgotten about it. I mean, beautiful mirror, and all, this is a beautiful palette, actually. If you look at the bronzer here, and you have a highlighter and blush at the same time. Unfortunately, this is not a shade of blush that I usually use. I like the mauve type, and this is a little bit too pinky, but I remember this highlighter being great in this. I mean, bronzer is like wonderful. So, but because I can't keep it all, I am going to let this one go. But like I said, quality-wise, it's very good. And it does stay on. I remember it lasts, and I really love this. But the blush was a little bit too light for my skin tone, and I'm going to have to let it go because of that. Okay, so that's one discard. And next, I grabbed two at the same time. And this is more of a recent thing, and I have not really had a chance to use it, but it's by Colourpop. And it's part of the Amour or Love Story or the Love collection. I don't know. I think it's Amoureux. That's it. Amoureux collection. And there was two in the collection. Here's one here, which is very pink. And it kind of matches with the background I have. And speaking of that, I was supposed to change the background, but I've been too lazy to iron the brand new background, which came very wrinkled. Anyway, I digress. And so if you take a look, this is a beautiful pink. This is a little bit darker, matter of fact, than the color in the Park Avenue Princess. And I think this is something that I could actually make work on my skin. And so I have not had this for long, and I've used it once just for the tutorial. So I am going to go ahead and keep this one, and I feel the same way about this one here. Even though it's a little bit beigey and it is a little bit light for my skin tone, but but I'm going to see if I can give it a try and see if it will work, because it does have a beautiful shimmer in there. I'm thinking if I don't use this, let's see if I can swatch this for you as a shimmer. If I don't use this as a blush, I could definitely use this like kind of like a highlighter or a top. It's really hard to see here. The lighting is not good. I'm sorry. But yeah, I can see a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of peachiness. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a try. So I will say I will keep both of these. So for now. And, you know, I like to do these decluttering series every 6 months if I can. And when I do, I should have had enough time to try this. And if I had not reached for it yet at that time, it's time for me to declutter it so I don't keep it too long. Okay, moving on. I'm just sticking my hand in here. Oh, my beautiful, beautiful Nars Narcissist. And this has got a little mirror in the front, which is nice because you could use it as a mirror. And this is actually, it's a very nice palette. Okay, here it is. It's a beautiful purple. And these two colors are similar, but they are different too. And this one in the middle is a little bit more bronzy, where this one is a little bit peachier. And it actually comes with a very cute lip gloss. And I don't know if this is still going to be good. Even though I haven't opened this, I've had this sit a little while now. And on the bottom of this is a highlighter as well as a bronzer. You see, this is how it's put together. And I have not used this, and I think I haven't used this because I didn't know I had it when I was looking for it. I kind of dug it out from the bottom. And so I'm thinking to give this a chance and let me use it. And then if I don't reach for it in the next 6 months, it will go in the next declutter. So far I have 3 keeps and 1 discard. Not looking good for my organization here. So let's see what's next. Okay, next is, this is brand new. I pulled this out because I just wanted to take out everything that I do have. This I definitely will use because this is my shade that I use and I run out of it all the time. This was a gift to purchase, so I have this one brand new with a highlighter here. And so Nars is my go-to blush, actually. It is my favorite. I usually use the Orgasm or the Deep Throat shades, and I really love them. And so I know I will use them. I actually use them in powder form as well as the multi-stick and also the cream form, and I also have a liquid form there. But you know what? Hold on. Let me pull that one out. I forgot about it until I just said that. Okay, here it is. I'm glad I remembered it because I do keep this on top, and this is a liquid type, and it is like this. I don't know if you can see it, and it is a very beautiful shade, and this too is Orgasm shade. And unfortunately though, I don't know why I have not reached for this as much, and I should, because I mean it's very shimmery. Again, it's not catching on the light, so but you know what, I will keep this because I know I'm going to use it, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to reach for this. So I will let this go into, you know, the discard pile. Okay, now let's see. Next is my MAC blush, and MAC used to be something I used, so much, and I went through so much of MAC blushes, and I used to love them so much. I don't know what happened. I think I discovered Nars, and then MAC kind of got pushed off to the side. And this is actually a very pretty color. It's very peachy, and it's very luminizing, and it's like pearlescence. And this one here is called New Romance Mineralized Blush. But again, I don't reach for this. The quality is excellent. Once it goes on, it stays on all day. It does not create patchiness. And even in my dry skin, it sits and it doesn't move. But because I haven't reached for this in a long time, I am going to go ahead and let this one go. Okay, next. Oh, and here is the next one here is by OFRA. And this is relatively new. I got this in one of my boxes and this is my color. But you know what? I have not opened this at all. I have not even swatched this one at all. And I've not used any OFRA products even though I tend to get so many of them. I don't know why that is. I don't know. Maybe I should try it, but because this is brand new and this is a video of decluttering, I will let this go to the giveaways pile. And so instead of discarding because it's not even been swatched, I will put this definitely into the giveaway pile. Okay. And next. Okay, next is, oh, my loving Hourglass. I used to swear by this company, Hourglass, actually. And especially their blushes, and more so than their blushes is the highlighters. And so, you know, I thought I would really love it, and I really wanted to love this blush, and I used it maybe once or twice, as you noticed. I mean, this is practically brand new. The quality is excellent, and I love the way it feels, and it feels so luxurious, and it's quite expensive, this brand, but I just don't love it. I just don't love it, and I don't reach for it. And so, unfortunately, Hourglass, I'm going to have to put you in a discard pile. So that's that. And I can't keep everything, right? So this is the whole purpose of decluttering. And yeah, I have a lot to declutter. Okay, next. Now this, I'm struggling, people. I am really, really struggling with this one. Because, oh, I haven't even taken off the actual, look at this. I haven't even taken off the seal off of it too. Yeah, this is by Tarte, and this was one of the holiday releases. I don't remember when it was released, and I still have the cover, protective cover with the names of the shades on here. And take a look at this. This is the Amazonian Clay blush, and I mean, you would think that I would have used this. What the heck? Why didn't I reach for this? The problem is I don't do well with blushes and palettes. You know, I do great with eyeshadows and palettes, but blushes and palettes, for some reason or another, I have a problem with it. Because, you know what, I can tell these two colors I did use. I mean, I can tell, but the rest, it doesn't look like I even touched it. And you can even see the pattern if you look. Okay, let me see if I can... the pattern on these on the blushes, because I didn't use it, and just because, you know, it's been taking up room and it's been in my drawer for a while, and this is a very beautiful compact. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to discard it. Yep. It has to go. I just have way too much right now. Okay, next. Oh, okay, here we go. And some of these, I want to make sure that I put away the things I'm going to keep, because I don't want it to get accidentally thrown out, just like my Charlotte Tilbury. I definitely don't want this to get thrown out by accident, because this is one of my favorites. This is probably my second favorite to my Nars. And so I really, really, really love this. I not only love the color, this is Pillow Talk, the quality of it, but I love the fact that it has this luminizing color in the middle. And so when I put it on, it just adds so much textured beauty, right? Not the texture like you see on skin, but meaning dimensions. That's the word. Different dimensions. As I turn my head, you can see it beautifully. I mean, luminizing. And yeah, this is for now, this is my go-to. I think I kind of forgot about Nars for the time being. I shouldn't, but yeah. So that's that. I am definitely keeping that. And next, okay, I said I will keep these, so let me just move them down. And next, again, here is something that used to be my go-to, and I love, love, love this color. I mean, this color is just, it's called Rocketeer, you see? But this color is just so beautiful. And why don't I use it anymore? I don't know. I still have the blush in here and everything. And it still has the little protective cover cup. And here is the blush. Look at this. I mean, look at the beautiful color. I mean, I don't know. I'm really fighting myself to, do I want to really let it go? Because I think I just forgot about it in the back of my drawer. And this is by Benefit. The quality of the Benefit blushes and the bronzer is excellent. I mean, it is very nice texture. It does not get blotchy, and it's just very consistent. Their product, Benefit cheek products, like their eyebrow products, is very consistent, and I've never had a problem with it. And I really do love this color, and I love the way it luminizes. Let's see if I can, let's see if I could put this on. Yeah, this color is really showing up now. See, this is unlike the other ones I had a hard time showing up. I think this one will show up. Will it? Let's see. Wow, my light is really not good. It's right here. Maybe not. Wow. But anyhow, this is a beautiful blush. But unfortunately, again, it's not something I've been reaching for. And I'm struggling to let this one go. I'm really struggling to letting this go because it's just so beautiful and it's so luminizing. And you can tell by the pigmentation and the palette itself. Look at it. I mean, it's beautiful, but I just don't get enough use out of it, and I am decluttering, so I'm probably going to regret this and probably go run and buy another one, but yeah, I'm going to let this one go as well. Okay, well, that's kind of sad. I get attached to my things. That's my problem. Okay, now let's see what else. Okay, we will go to, we're talking about Nars products just earlier. And so I will go ahead with the Nars. This is the Orgasm and a stick. And I definitely use this, as you can see. It is well used. This is like my third stick in the last year or so. And this is something that I do faithfully use, so I will keep that. And next, oh, here it is. Here's a tiny one. Actually, I think this is Orgasm as well. This is the name of the shade. Let's see. Can you see it? Yeah. And actually, no, this is actually Deep Throat. I'm sorry. And this is something that I take with me in travels, and I always use this, and I really love it. And look how cute this is. I mean, this is just such a cute little palette. And because I do use it, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to go on a trip, and so I haven't really used it, but this is something that I definitely take with me every time. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that because I know I'll get use out of it. Okay. Next, okay, this is part of the collection that I recently got, which is, let me see, what was it? The Wine or Nothing or something like that, right? It's from Colourpop, and let's see. Ooh, does it say? It just says, no, it just gives me the color. Super Shock Cheek, Pearlized Brute Flute is the first color. Here it is, very cute. Like I said, this is something I recently got, and I did use it, as you can see. And I think this right here is very similar to Rakuten by Benefit. And I think maybe, since I have this, I'll be okay letting go of Rakuten. And along with that, this is another Super Shock Shadow, same collection. And this is the wine collection from the very last collection released in 2020 by Colourpop. And these were the two blushes. I doubt that I'm going to use this one as much, only because it's so intense. The color is just so intense. But I don't know. I'll just go ahead and hold on to it because it is relatively brand new and I need to give it a chance. So, yeah, we'll hold on to it. Okay. And next, this I do use, and this is relatively new as well, and I really like this, and it's by Natasha Denona, and this came in one of my add-ons. I would have never paid full price for this because it is quite expensive, and it's really, I mean, yeah, it's nice, but I have other things, as you can see, that is just as nice. But being that this was so very inexpensive, and I do use it, and I do enjoy it, very highly pigmented, very nice and silky. It goes on easy, and it actually stays on a long time. And I have to be really careful with this color because it's too pigmented sometimes. And I put it on the other day, and it was really strong. But the great thing is, I went over the top with this color and it actually blended it for me. So this two combination is great. If this was by itself, I probably would give it up because it takes too much work on its own. But with this one, it just totally works together. And so I love this one. And so I will hold on to it because I am using it currently. And so I know that I'm using it. Okay. Now, wow. Okay, I think there's another, yeah, there's a staying on the theme of Natasha Denona. Here is a second palette by Natasha Denona, which is pretty recent. I mean, for me, some of these may have been around a while, but for me, they're pretty new. And I really love this one. I don't use one of the colors, but of the four, I use 3 of them. Here it is. And I don't know if you could guess which color it is that I don't use. And if you said this one, you are correct. It is a little bit too intense for me. I know this is the blush and this is the glow. And these are, I believe, highlighter / blushes. And these up top, as you notice, has this little plastic cover like here. So because these are kind of like a, I thought it was completely cream, but it's not completely cream. It's like a cream to powder type. And so you could see, here it is. Let me see if I can get you closer. And so, but this one here is a pretty intense color. And this is kind of the same color as the Super Shock blush that I just showed you from Colourpop. And so I will go ahead and try to use this more. But I do use these 3 because I do love the way they shine. Okay. And this is Natasha Denona. And I am already running out of room here in my little blush section. So I think I'm going to have to try to rearrange this somehow. Okay. Now, next. Okay. Here we go. Another MAC product. And here is, it's the basic, the original MAC powder blush, and this one is in a shade of Love Rush. And again, I must select this type of color at one time because why do I have so many of them? But I mean, it is way too dark for these days. Maybe when I was a little younger, I could, wear this. And like I said, I used to be in love with MAC blushes and I wouldn't use anything else. But, it's fallen out of favor. I think what it is that I need to fall back in love with MAC Cosmetics, but there's so many competitors out there now that I want to try that it gets kind of left behind. But you know what, though? The thing about MAC is if I don't, if I discard these 2, I don't throw it out or anything like that because they do recycle these. And so if you have 6 of these and you take it for recycle, they give you a brand new lipstick of your choice or a single eyeshadow of your choice. So I actually save these, so that way I can get other products with it. Okay. And staying on the theme of MAC, this was a MAC and Disney collab, and this is another blush, and this right here, I don't know why I have so many of these. I just found this one, but I found the brand new one, even not open. And this is the 101 Dalmatians and Cruella de Vil on the cover, and yeah, she's a crazy lady, kind of like me. And so, but look at the color. The color, again, is quite dark. But, since I have forgotten about it, and this is not as intense, actually, as the other ones, I am going to go ahead and give it a try. And the name of this shade is Darkly, My Dear. Darkly, My Dear. So, because it is the villain series. And so I will go ahead and save this and hope that I do get use out of it because, like I said, I love MAC product. What's wrong with me? I don't know. It's like, blue car, squirrel. It's like so many distractions from new products that I'm not using what I used. My tested and trusted, so I need to go back to those. Okay, speak of MAC, let's see. I got a couple of more by MAC. Let me pull those out. And these are 2 different, again, it's the basic one. This one is called Dame. Oh, this one I used to use a lot. As you notice, there's a lot gone from the metal. So, and this is a color that I actually do like. And I don't know why I stopped using it. Maybe because this is quite light and, I don't know. I need to start using these. I think what happens is that they get put in a drawer and they get forgotten about. So I think what I need to do is really circulate the products, and so that way I can still, you know, see it. And so this one, again, the same thing. Again, dark. I must have been into really dark blushes at one time. But this one, you can tell, has a big rivet in there. So it looks like it would have hit pan if I would have kept going. And this one is called Blush Baby. As a matter of fact, this is a very popular shade in MAC, is Blush Baby. Again, those three, I think I will let go. And this one here, which is Dame, I think I'll hold on to unless I have it in my bigger palette. Okay? Okay. I'm going to try to, you know, complete the smaller palettes first, and then I'll go to the bigger one. Okay, next up is, okay, this is a tiny one here, the Orgasm one. The other one was Deep Throat. This is Orgasm, and this is the travel one. And I just received this actually in a, I think it was a holiday collection, and I would definitely use this. I still have the little thing on there. Let me take that out, but as you notice, I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful peachy shade. I mean, like I said, Nars probably makes one of the best blushes. Out of all of their things, I think blushes is what really puts them on a map. So I will, once I get traveling again, so as you notice, this is all brand new, nice and black still, not like the yellow ones, all dirty. And so I will go ahead and save this and use this actually for my vacations, because I know I will. Okay, and next, is that it for Nars? Oh, here's another MAC. I thought I got all of them, but no, I guess I didn't. And again, this is one, it's called Gentle. Oh, Gentle, and it's a mineralized blush. And I think this one I totally missed, and it was like tucked way under. I need to give it a try because look, it's brand new. I barely touched it. I don't even think I touched it at all, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any kind of swatch marks on there. So here it is. It is the mineralized color. And this is actually the shade that I've been getting into lately. So I will go ahead and save this one. Okay, and that's this. Oh my goodness. Okay, next. Yeah, let's go to the next one is by Stila. This is a beautiful compact, and this is not a powder. This is a cream shadow, and I do use it. As you notice, there's little part, you know, a little bit missing out of it. But the thing is, I do use this regularly, but I can only use this when I am not using a foundation that is matte. So usually when I'm using a luminizing foundation like my Armani or possibly my Bobbi Brown or Clé de Peau foundation, then I will go ahead and use this, because otherwise what happens is this is so thick actually that it lifts up the foundation. And that's not good. And so when I put it on, even like this, I can see, you know, the foundation kind of lifting underneath. And so it's really, I can only use this with certain foundations. So it doesn't get a lot of use out of it, but it does get use. And it is very good. And once it's on, it doesn't move. And that's what I like about it. And the pigmentation in this, even though it seems so benign. I mean, look at it. I mean, you know, it looks really benign. Let's see if I could kind of swatch it for you. But it's actually very beautiful. Here it is right there. It's very peachy. It's beautiful and it dries nicely. It's not tacky. And so I will go ahead and keep that one. Okay. Oh, and also I have another one by Stila. Same thing. This one I just got because I wanted one. It's a little more peachy because that one there is a little bit more... it's peachy, but it's not as peachy. I don't know if that makes sense, but you notice here, this is very peachy. So I needed something of this color. Yeah, and especially, and they were on sale and I got it. And this is more like a spring color. And I will be using this a lot more in the spring because it is peachy and it's not that pinky, you know, benign color that's nice for fall. This is more of a fall color. But like, okay. I guess I went a little long again. This happens every so often. If I go over 20 minutes, it does shut itself down and say, hey, hello, are you still there? Or did you leave? I'm going to shut down just in case. And so anyhow, yeah, as I was saying, I will go ahead and keep this. Next, I am almost finished, I think. Okay, this one here is my Tarte, and this came as part of a set. I believe it was some special occasion. You cannot get this color anymore, and it's called Celebrated, and it's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. And this came out, I'm going to say several years ago, as part of some kind of collection. And this is not a shade that's available. As you notice, it's well used because I do like it. And this is what I use when I am getting that neutral, I'm not wearing any makeup look. And so I do use this. So I will hold on to this. And this is by Tarte, and it's called Tartlet. I know they still have this type, but you're not going to find this color, which is Celebrated. Not Celebration, Celebrated. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I will go ahead and keep this one. Okay, almost finished. Okay, next. All right, and here it is. This is a, what do they call it? The Pop of Colors? Colourpop. Colourpop? No, not Colourpop. Colourpop is a brand. Let's see. Let me look. This is a Cheek Pop, Blush Pop by Clinique, and this is called Berry Pop. And this is a very good blush. Very nice, but you could tell I've not used it much because of the color is like way too bright for me, and this is just not my shade. It's too bright. And I'll tell you, the one that I do use more of, and I probably should have pulled this out as part of the blush. Yeah, I will. Well, let's do it now. Okay, so here you see, I had it under my highlighter instead of blush. So as you notice, these two are blushes, same thing, same Cheek Pop, but you see the colors, and these are, you know, these are used. I use them. And whereas I do not use this one here because of the shade. And so this will be going, and I will be keeping this one. Okay, you know, I need to put that under blush. I had that under highlighter because of that one highlighter. Okay, oh my goodness. Now, this is going to be difficult because these are what's left is my two MAC Pro palettes. And at one time, years ago, I did do YouTube, much long time ago when YouTube probably first came out and you couldn't even edit anything. And so I used to get these from MAC at a pro rate. And so, and I have bought them ever so often. And here it is. And these are different shades, and they are like these type. Okay, except for these are loose. You can buy them loose, and they come like this. So you can just pop them out very easily. It's magnetic. And you see like this, and then the color is actually on back of it. And this one here, this is quite pink. I don't know why I even picked this one out. And this one is called, whoops. This one is called Pink Swoon. And as you can tell, I used it, but I didn't use it too much. But it is more of a, I don't know, calm pink. So I think it's okay. And now here is the blush that I really, really loved, and I really used it. I think I used to use 3 or 4 of these different pans. This one here, and I forgot what the name of this was. Mocha. That's it, Mocha. And I really love this. And then the thing is, again, why aren't I using this? To be honest with you, because they were in a drawer. And, you know, what the eyes don't see, you don't use, you know? What the eyes don't see, you don't use? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see it, so I didn't use it. Okay. So, yeah. And then also, as you notice, some of these could be used as bronzers, and, you know, I need to pull this out and give it a try. And the sad thing is I have 2 of them. And I think on this one, yeah, you see, there's certain ones that I hit pan because I love them. And this one, I think this is the palette I used to use a lot. And let's see what color this one is that I hit pan on, because I have a feeling this is the one I would buy over and over as well. And this is called Plum Foolery. And this is so beautiful. This color is just so gorgeous. And so, yeah, I think what I will do is I will organize these because I noticed I'll put all the beiges in one and put all the pinkish in the other one, and then that way I think it'll help. And so yeah, that's that, and I will work on that. Okay, the last two. Whoo, golly. Oh no, wait a minute, just one more in front of me. Here we go. Okay, Bobbi Brown. This is my cream. This is also like the Stila. It is a cream blush, and I really like this one. You would think that these two are alike, right? No, this one actually, when you put it on, it's pigmented, but it's very translucent, and it's not opaque as my other ones. And so this is very beautiful, actually. Let's see if I can swatch it for you. And I'll swatch it in a dark matter. I mean, where it's translucent, but if you really get in there, you can build it up. So here it is. The color is right there, and you can like build it up. And this is what I love about this one here. I don't really love her eyeshadows, I come to find out. And when I do the decluttering, you'll see me decluttering all her eyeshadows this time. Yeah. I've been holding on to it and hoping that it gets better, but it doesn't improve. Yeah, so that's that. So, but for her blush, I will definitely keep her blush. And I think two more, like I said. Okay, here we go. Now, finally, two more. The last two, I promise. For now, these are the ones that I can find. Okay, I know I recorded the foundation one last week. And after I finished, I found like 3 more foundations that popped up that I totally forgot about. And they were my, I think they were my luxury, yeah, they were my luxury foundations that I have forgotten about. So yeah, that's okay. So anyway, the first one is the Hello Kitty collection. This came in as part of the collection. And I really actually, you know how I like the eyeshadows a lot of times? In this collection, I like the blushes much better. And look at this. This is so cute. Not only is it cute, but I mean, the color is like gorgeous. See, this is my color story. I really like this. This is like mauve-y. This is very mauve. And it's, yeah, it's nice. It's nice mauve color. And it has a little picture of Hello Kitty. And I'm keeping it in a box for now because I have colors like this. And things like this you could actually, it's more of a collector's, I think, if you love Hello Kitty. And yeah, so, and here's the other one. This is more of the peachy one. And like I said, I will keep these just for our collection. I will not use them right away. But I will though. And, oh no, this is a pink one. That's what it was. Pink one. Got them mixed up. There we go. And so cute. And matter of fact, if I declutter these, I would send them directly to my daughter because I know she loves Hello Kitty. And so I would just do that. But okay, my beautiful Wildflowers, I think that's it. Okay, whew. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah. And so I'm just very happy to declutter them though. And I'm just hoping I need to declutter it and get it out of here because what happens is I put it in my, you know, makeup like graveyard that I built. And I'll go through it later and go, oh, do I really want to get rid of this? Do I really? And I start pulling things back out. But I didn't allow myself to do that with the foundation. I mean, there's a couple of them I said, I should reach back in there and get the foundations. I really like these foundations. I think if I just use it, nah. I just left it in there. I said, you know what? I can't. This place is like becoming so crazy. And people are asking me, how do you organize your stuff? Well, hello. I don't. That's the problem. I have a beautiful toolbox, the original pink box. But people, what did people say? Oh, the Sears toolbox? Yeah, it's a little bit different. And yeah, it is. I actually, after the Craftsman toolbox, except for it's big and pink. Anyway, I put things in there and I have different drawers for different things like blush, you know, eye makeup, blah, 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 blah. That's how I keep it organized. But I don't consider it very well organized if I don't know what's in there, you know? I mean, it's stacked nicely, but when you put things on top of other, yeah, it just gets missed. And look at my beautiful MAC collection that's just not being used. And definitely these MAC here, the ones I am going to let go of, it is going into, I do have a bag of recycles ready to go to MAC. I think I have like 3 sets of 6s. That's like 18, so I have 3 more. I'll collect a little bit more, and then I'll be able to get like lipsticks for each 6 or an eyeshadow, whatever it is that, I decide to get at that time. So, my beautiful wildflowers, I hope you enjoyed it. This was part 2 of the Declutter series of 2021. And I think next we will go with the highlighters, because I do have a lot of highlighters as well. So you're like, how the heck do you have so many blushes and so many highlighters? I don't know. I really don't know. It just appears. It's just like I open a drawer and there they are. No, not really, but it feels like that, okay? And also, with the highlighters, I will do the bronzers as well, I think. Because I think I have a reasonable number of bronzers, so I say now. But if not, I will have to split those up. But I don't think so. I think I can do them together. So that should be part 3, hopefully. And if not, I still have my eyeshadow collection that I have to think about how I'm going to do that. And if you want to comment below and let me know how you want to see me declutter that, because it's crazy. If you want me to split it into different videos, I have to split it into different videos. But how do you want to split? I can say I have luxury eyeshadows and high-end, and I have a couple of grocery store or a little bit affordable eyeshadows that I can, declutter. Should I do them in categories? Or how do you want to see it? I mean, do you want to see it all at one time and just like I'll do part 1 of the eyeshadow and say, okay, this is all I can do today, and then let's do all of them the second part. So, but I can put them in categories, what makes sense to you. So anyway, my beautiful wildflowers, if I added any value, as usual, please hit like. And if there's any of you out there that enjoy this content and that may enjoy more of the content, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And also, I recently reached 400 subscribers, and I want to continuously say thank you so very much for allowing me to create content that people have use for. And thank you so very much for your support, because without you, I couldn't do it. And I mean that. I truly, truly mean that. And thank you so very much. And if you want to see anything, or if you don't want to see something, please put it below and I'll be happy to read it and respond to you, okay? So, without further ado, I'm saying goodbye. But before I do that, what do I always say? Remember, my beautiful wildflowers, don't ever sweat the small stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.